Hi, this is Manu from my side of the story, and welcome to my side of the solos, episode number 5. This episode is a bit different from the previous ones due to two reasons. One, the solo I'm going to be doing today is an original solo, and second, it will have a lesson. Earlier this month, I released a brand new single. If you haven't heard it, you can check it out here. So I'll be playing the guitar solo of that song, and I'll be showing you how to play it after that. Hey guys, thanks a lot for watching the solo. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm gonna break it down for you now. So the song is played in standard E tuning, which I'm sure all of you are aware of. The solo is divided into 5 sections, and let's look at the first section. Alright, so how it starts is you slide onto the 9th fret of the G string from the 7th. Then you play the 7th and 8th fret of the B string, and then you play the 8th fret 9 times, and each time you pick it there's a small vibrato each time, so it's like. Then the 10th time you pick the B string on the 8th fret, you slide it onto the 10th fret. So then you play the 7th and the 8th on the B string, and then again you do the vibrato picking, in which you just pick it thrice, and again each time you use a vibrato on the 8th fret. So this last part, the last lick, it has got a similar pattern. So it's like starts on the 7th fret of the B string, and then you hammer on to the 8th fret and then hammer off. So, and then you end it on the 9th fret of the D string. So, and then you follow similar pattern one string above. So you start on the 7th fret of the D string, 7th fret of the G string, and then you pick it, hammer it on to the 9th fret, hammer off, and then it ends on the 9th fret of the D string. So, and then you end that entire bit with 7/9 on the D, and end it with the vibrato. So the entire section 1 goes like this. Alright, now let's look at section number 2. Something like this. So it starts with a slide onto the 10th fret of the G string, and then onto the 7th and 8th of the higher E. And when you reach the 8th of the E, you mute it as soon as you reach it. So it's, and after that a 7th and the 8th and the 7th again. So, and then what comes after that is a fast picking part where you play the 10th, 8th, 7th twice. So, and you do the whole thing thrice. So basically it's 10, 8, 7, 7, 10, 8, 7, 7, 10, 8, 7, 7. So playing it slowly. So far in section 2 we have. After the fast picking part, you can just what comes next is you pick the 7th and hammer it onto the 8th, and then from the 8th you slide onto the 10th of the E string. So then you end the section with a slide back from the 10th of the B to the 8th of the B, and then you play the 7th of the B twice and hammer it on to the 8th of the B, and then you pick the 8th on the B and you slide on to the 10th. So the entire second section goes like this. Alright, the third section starts with 3 4-step bends on the 15th, and then what follows next is a pentatonic run, which I am sure most of you are familiar with. So it starts on the 12th of the higher E, 12th of the higher E, 15th of the higher E, back to the 12th of the higher E, and then 15th on the B. And the similar pattern followed one string up above, that is 12th of the B, 15th of the B, 12th of the B, and then 14th of the G. Then 12th of the G, 14th of the G, 12th of the G again, and then 14th of the D. So the entire thing sounds like this. After this, what comes next is a pattern which is repeated twice. So the first 3 times you play 12 on the D, 14th on the B, 12th on the G, and then 14th on the D again. So this is what is done for the first 3 parts of the first 3 times of the pattern, and then the 4th time you start on the 12th of the G, and then you play 14th on the G, back to 12th on the G, and then 14th on the D. So what you have is so let's look at the entire section 3. Alright, now let's come to section 4. Section 4 is something like this. Alright, so this is a bit confusing, but if you just follow it, it will happen. Anyway, so you start on the 12th of the A, go to the 14th of the A, then you go to the 12th of the D, 14th of the D, and then you go to the 12th of the G. And then you end with 14th of the D to 12th on the D to 14th of the D. So that's the first part of the 4th section. And what follows next is you start on the 12th of the G. So it's 12th on the G, 14th on the G, 12th on the G, 14th on the D, 12th on the D, 14th on the D again, 12th on the G, and 14th on the G. So far you have. The next section is 12th. The next part of the section is 12th on the B, 14th on the G, 12th on the B again, and then 15th on the B. So it's then 12th on the high E, 15th on the B, 12th on the B, 15th on the B. So far again in the section you have it. In the last part, 12th on the E, 15th on the B string, 12th on the E again, and then 15th on the E, and then you have a full step bend on the 15th. So that's section 4. I'll just play the entire thing. Alright, now let's look at the final section. It starts off from the bend of the 15th of the previous section. So you end the previous section here, and as you come down you pick it once and have a vibrato and a slide. Then you pick the 7th, 8th of the B string, and then you pick the 8th again and slide on to the 10th of the B. So and then you come back to the 8th of the B and have a vibrato there. And then you pick the 10th of the higher E and the 8th of the B and you slide it up. So it's for the last part, just pick the 10th fret of the E, not for a longer duration, for a very short duration, and then pick the 8th, vibrate it for some time, and then slide it up. So that's the entire 5th section. So it's hey guys, thanks a lot for watching. I look forward to writing more original solos and breaking them down for you. And if you have any requests or suggestions, just comment them down below. I will look into them. See you until next time. Bye bye.